Hello everybody. Today we're out here in the woods and we're going to start off by catching you up on some really awesome gifting stuff that's been going on. Now, I tell you all about the things that happen at my gifting stumps, but we are here at Sandy's stump, which is only a few hundred yards from my stumps. And I come up here and check on them on an occasional basis just to keep an eye on them for her because she can't get up here that often. And I generally don't share this stuff because, well, it's not my stumps. But we have had just so much incredible activity that it's just too awesome. I have got to share this with you, especially when you consider some of the things that have been going on at my stumps in the recent weeks. So, one of the things that I want to point out here, I was here a couple of weeks ago to check on this for her. She's got this jar of jam right here. Now, when I found this, the lid was on crooked, and you can see that there's maybe a third of a jar of jam left. Well, I told Sandy about that. I took pictures, sent it to her, and she told me no, that when she had left it, that was about 2/3 of a jar, and the lid had been on straight. Well, at that time, the box of stuff here was just like this, and the rock was on it, and it didn't appear that anything other than that jar had been moved there. Well, then Sandy was here this last week, and we came up to check on it. When we were here, we found this rock down here on the ground, and the box was also on the ground, but the lid was on the box. Now, I'm going to show you something here. Inside her lid, if I can get it open. Oh, one of the things here that I wanted to point out is she also has a break right here on the end of hers, just like on my boxes. So anyway, if I can get this lid off, I will show you what's going on inside here that is so cool. Okay, she leaves a variety of foods in here, some packaged stuff, potato, some crackers, some gummy bears, energy bars, things like that. One of the things that she left in here was pepperoni that's in the wrapper. You can see it's the kind that you have to peel the wrapper back to eat it. What's really interesting about this is when she put it in here, this was not open. This was a full pepperoni stick, sealed up all the way up here to the top. And when we found it, the lid was on the box, and the pepperoni stick was down to there. This had been peeled back, half the pepperoni stick had been eaten, and it was put back in the box with the lid on it. Pretty cool, huh? You can see that there are no tooth marks, no tear marks, no claw marks anywhere on that wrapper. Also, inside here, there are no mouse turds. There's no sign of any rodents having gotten in through this little hole here. So, yeah, something took the lid off, ate the pepperoni, peeled the plastic back, ate the pepperoni, put it back in the box, and put the lid on it like that, and left it here on the ground. So, anyway, she freshened it up, put a few new items in there, because I believe there were a few other things that were missing out of the box, although right now I don't remember exactly what they were. So we put it back, put the rock back on it, and left it like that. So what's even better about this is Sandy has another gifting spot, which is approximately a mile from here. And when we were done here last week, we went up to that gifting spot to check on it. And at that place, she has a plastic container, like a gallon-sized jug. It's different from the one I use. It's got more of a cap, but it's not a loose cap. It's a tight cap. It goes on pretty snug, and it's not a twist-off. It's a pull-off. But yeah, she had left some food in that with some packaged stuff in wrappers, and I think there was some fruit. She had also left a pepperoni stick in the wrapper, like this one, in that container. So we were really surprised when we got up there. We found the container. The lid was on, but it was on crooked. Inside, we found some of the food was missing, and we found the pepperoni stick, just like this one, where the wrapper had been peeled back halfway. Half of the stick was gone, and it was put back into the container, and the lid was put back onto the container, although crooked. It was put back on. And I think that is just the most amazing activity. It shows that not only do they like the food that we're giving them, they like the pepperoni sticks, but they're not greedy. they'll take what they want, they put it back. They even try to put the lids back on, although they're not really good at putting the lids back on because they can't get them on straight. They're giving it a try, which personally I think is just absolutely awesome. Okay, so we are back here at the gifting stump, and as you know, last week Kim and I were here. We found the bucket had been torn down. The peanut butter and the jar of goodies were both found on the ground way over there, and they were empty, hole punched in the lid. Well, the next day I came out here. When we left, I didn't have anything to refill anything with, so we had just put the bucket here with the empty plastic box in it. We had left the jar here upright and the peanut butter jar next to it. I came back out the next day and I found them in a different position. I will show you that. Today I'm back out here to fill the containers, and they are in a different position again, although this has just been moved a little bit by Gabby's nose. But yeah, it's really interesting what's been going on out here. And so I got new stuff out here to try, and we're going to fill stuff up, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so one of the things that I want to point out here, underneath where the bucket was, the orange and the potato right there, has not been disturbed since last week. Apparently they are not interested in oranges and potatoes. Another thing that is kind of interesting right here is this. I'm not sure if this is some kind of an intentional structure, a glyph, something that has some kind of meaning, but it certainly does look interesting considering that it's right here underneath the bucket. Okay, so here's what we've done. I have reattached the handle, and the bucket is broken, but I think it'll handle the weight of this stuff just fine. So we've got 2 fresh apples, 2 pepperoni sticks. I have added 2 cinnamon sticks and a new plastic container full of squirrel food that's mostly seeds, nuts, peanuts, hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, little corn, stuff like that. And I have added one of these pepperonis in the peel. I have slightly opened the wrapper, but not enough for them to actually be able to smell the meat down in there. Okay, so this is how I'm going to leave the stump. I am getting rid of the cooler because, well, it mostly just fills up with rainwater, and they haven't really done anything with it in quite some time, but then again, neither have I. So we are moving on to bigger and better things now. I'm going to leave the rock there just for old time's sake. Leaving the ball, leaving the rocks the way they are. I've got a brand new jar of peanut butter here, which I'm leaving with a spoon. Also, on the bottom, I have numbered that this is stump number 1, the date that I'm leaving it, and there's a matching mark on the cap. So when or if this disappears, I will be able to match it up. If I find anything, I'll know when and where it came from. And we thought we'd see if they'd like to have a spoon to eat it with. And in the container here, this is a brand new jar, completely solid top. Inside are 2 more pepperoni sticks, 2 apples, another pepperoni in the wrapper is in there, plus let's see, right there, 2 cinnamon sticks. So we're going to leave this stump just like this. We've got the hanging basket is back up over there, and we'll be back out here soon to check on it. Okay, so we are back here at the apology stump, and there really hasn't been much of anything changed here. I didn't really expect anything would be changed, seeing as how I haven't really done anything with it since everything was taken before. So I'm here to set it all up again. I have both the balls are still here. We'll turn this guy up so his face is looking upwards. The rocks, the mirror, the feathers, although one of the feathers is on the ground over there. I'll move that back to the stump. Seeing as how Gabby got into the pepperoni, I don't have any to put in here, so we're just leaving the one apple. I have a jar of peanut butter, which has also been numbered and dated, both on the bottom and on the lid, right there. So we will leave that there with a spoon, and I'm going to leave the jar of cinnamon sticks, what's left of them, right here. So we're going to leave it like this. We will be back out here soon to check it all out, and we're going to head off and do some squatching. Did you want this? You want this? You sure? Do you want it? You ready? Okay. Okay, so folks, I got one more thing to tell you about here. I have sent off some of my favorite Gabby pictures to a friend of mine who has an online store, Crypto Addicts 2, through Cafe Press, and you'll be able to get yourself a t-shirt, a keychain, some jewelry, a sticker, just about anything you can think of with Gabby's picture is going to be available. So check it out. She also has some really beautiful Bigfoot art that's also available. And yeah, anything you might decide you want, all the proceeds I receive from this are going to be helping out our Bigfooting endeavors here. So check it out. I put the link at the top of my channel, and I hope you find something you like. Thanks for watching. Bye. Gabby dog. Yeah. Okay, so here's how we're going to leave the stump. I have, Gabby dog. You're silly. Look at you. Yeah. You're a goof. Look at you. Oh, do you need a belly rub? Belly rub. Yeah. Okay. Oh, happy dog. Okay.